Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and welcome back if you're rolling out your mat with me again today. Today's class is a special edition. It's a dedicated class for Rosa and Ree, and they're long-time subscribers and patrons of the channel. And Rosa wrote to me a little while back and asked if I would be able to create a class for them to practice with their family and friends on the morning of their wedding. And so this class is for you, Rosa and Ree, and it's a 60-minute feel-good, stress-relieving, joy-boosting class. And if you're not part of the wedding party, please join us, flow with us, and share in their joy and delight on their special day. And the only prop you may wish to have, though it's not essential, is a blanket for comfort. And I really hope you enjoy. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. And begin your practice laying down on your back and take a shape that feels most restorative for you. You might like to splay your knees wide and take the soles of your feet together in Supta Baddha Konasana, or knock the knees with your feet wide to the side edges of the mat, or even extend your legs. Begin here with an intention of greeting yourself wherever you're at, with however that looks. Take a moment to settle in, adjust, and wriggle out any restlessness. Moving yourself toward a place of stillness. And gently softening your eyes closed. Let's take a few cleansing breaths together. A calm breath in through the nose, fill up all the way to the top of your chest. And then an open mouth exhale. And a few more like that. Inhale, filling up, little pause, top of the in-breath. And then let it go. If you've got some sound, size, vibrations, you can share them here. Once more, deep breath in. Part the lips and let it go. And then gently seal the lips. Start to breathe an intentional breath in and out through your nose, even and equal. In practice today, we explore the concept of mudita, and it's a practice that appears in both yogic and Buddhist texts and translates as empathetic joy, celebrating in the prosperity of others without fear or envy. A practice that prompts us to wish others genuine love and happiness without the expectation of return. Take a final moment here and offer up your energetic, your heartfelt joy to all beings, to Rosa and Ree, who celebrate together today with their family and their friends. And then dedicate your practice to someone that ignites and inspires your gratitude, joy, and delight. Someone toward whom love flows naturally. See them in your mind's eye and allow them to rest gently in your heart. And focus now on their source of joy, whatever good fortune or happiness of theirs that comes to mind. And then silently say to yourself, may you be happy. May your happiness not diminish. May you appreciate your joy. I am happy for you. And finally now, give thanks to the people that perhaps challenge you as they shine the light on some of our blind spots aspects of ourselves that maybe we have disowned or have disenfranchised from. Give thanks for those teachings they have given us, whether they're aware of it or not. Say silently to yourself, may you be happy. May your happiness continue. May you appreciate your joy. I am happy for you. And go ahead, open your eyes, gather your knees in toward your chest and give yourself a little rock side to side, inviting your low back to relax into the support beneath you. And then step your feet to the floor a little wider than your hips. Take your arms into a soft cactus shape up by your shoulders. And we'll start by just windshield wipering your knees side to side, over to the left, over to your right, and letting your knees sway gently, mobilizing the hips and the low back, and moving at the pace of your slowest breath. Next time your knees fall to the right, pause there in a twist. Take some calm, long breaths. There's an option here to hook your right ankle on top of your left thigh, adding a little weight to the stretch. Breathe into the space all along the left line of your body. And then coming back through center, sway your knees up and over to your left. An option to hook your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Shoulders grounded, belly soft as you breathe. And releasing now, bring the knees back through center. Step your feet in a little closer toward your buttocks, feet as wide as your hips, and place your arms alongside your body for a bridge flow. On your inhale, raise your hips, float your arms in a big half circle toward the ceiling and up overhead. And on your exhale, lower your buttocks, circle your arms back down alongside your body. Twice more now, moving gently toward any discomfort or congestion you may feel. And letting your breath open into your chest as you lift. And then sense a soft release of your breath as you lower. And this time, hug your knees in toward your chest and then make your way into happy baby. So separating the knees wide, catch the outer edges of your feet or the back of your knees. And encourage your knees to track down toward your armpits, shins perpendicular with the floor. And you might like to take a little sway side to side here, massaging, mushing your low back into the floor. And releasing your feet now, we'll make our way onto all fours. You can roll out to your side if that feels best, or cross at your ankles. Hold your feet, take a few rock and rolls up through the spine, coming up and over the legs. And just getting situated, spreading your fingers, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we'll move together here, gliding through a few rounds of cat and cow. On your inhale, soften your belly, lift your gaze, arch your spine. Exhale, hollow your belly, round into your back. Inhale, arching, stretching from your chin to your pelvis. Exhale and dome. Breathing in to arch. And then as you breathe out now, hug your right knee in toward your chest. On an inhale, extend your right leg out behind you. Take a little arch through the spine. And on your exhale, curl in, knee to your nose. Breathe your right leg away. And this time, flex your right toes. And then steer your right leg out to the right. Tap your right foot to the floor. Take a breath in, arch your spine. And on your exhale, send your buttocks back to your heels in a child's variation. Just leaning back any amount so you stay comfortable in your knees. Just pause here, tent the fingers. Take a few smooth, calm breaths. And keep your legs where they are. Just start to walk your hands over to the left now. Lengthening into your right side waist. Walking your hands back, gliding up, coming back onto all fours. Step your right knee in. And then buttocks to your heels, take child's pose. Deep breath in here and a slow breath out. All fours on your inhale. Arch the spine. On your exhale, left knee to chest and round the spine. Inhale, extend your left leg back behind you. On your exhale, core lunge, knee to nose. Inhale, reach your left leg back, flex your toes, and then send your left leg out to your left and softly land your left foot. Inhale here and arch your spine. Exhale, take your buttocks to your heels in a child's variation. Linger here. Tense your fingers, take 3 smooth breaths. And then gently ease into the left side body, walking your hands over to the right. And come back through center, pressing up onto all fours. Step your left knee in, child's pose on your exhale. Breathe a full breath in, a full breath out. Then take the next few breaths to make your way into your first downward facing dog, hips up and back. And your body can stay dynamic here as you find your way into your shape, your comfortable stride. You can pedal your heels, sway your hips, shake your head, bend the knees if it feels more appropriate. Then just gently settle. Feel now your breath opening, contracting. And imagine that movement, your breath opening, a quality of radiance, feeling of abundance, of joy within you. Each breath, your anchor, and your presence to your breath, not only a reminder to breathe well, but a chance to infuse each moment, each breath, with a joy and abundance for those you've dedicated your practice to. On your inhale, gazing forward between your thumbs, end of your exhale, travel lightly to the top of your mat. Coming into an easy forward fold, space your feet about hips width apart. Hold on to your opposite elbows, deep bend in the knees. And let your head hang heavy. And releasing your hands to the floor now, hang in ragdoll, arms floppy. Then sip a slow breath in. Rise up to stand, keep the hands low, just bringing your head, neck, shoulders up last. Press your hands to prayer at your heart center. Moving through 2 rounds of half sun salutes. On your inhale, circle your arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, softly bend your knees and fold over your legs. Inhale, hands to shins, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and refold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to stand, send your prayer hands overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Again, inhale together, arms overhead. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And breathing out, fold in. Inhale, come to stand, grow long, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to prayer. Adding on and we'll flow. Inhale, arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale and fold over your legs. Inhale, send your heart forward, halfway lift. Exhale now, step your right foot back, low lunge. Keep the fingertips down, tap the right knee to the floor. Take an in-breath, lift your chest. And on your out-breath, half splits, walk the hands back, work towards straightening your left leg, flex your toes. Then go between the two, inhale, lunging forward, heart lifts. Exhale, buttocks drift back, straighten your left leg, bow in. On your inhale now, lunge forward, raise your right knee, and we'll twist. Right hand stays down, circle your left arm forward and up. Stay for 3 full cycles of breath. Flowing into Skandasana, left hand to the floor, walking over to your right foot. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. And then crawl over to your left foot, straighten your right leg. Pivot the toes, turn and face the top of your mat. And then step up, feet hips width apart. Breathe your chest forward, halfway lift. Exhale and forward fold. Breathing in, rise, come to stand. Exhale, prayer hands to your heart. Left side, inhale, arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Forward fold. Halfway lift, full breath in. Exhale, left foot steps back, low lunge, fingertips frame your right foot. Breathing in, collarbones wide. Breathing out, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Again, lunge forward with your in-breath and flow back with your out-breath. Inhale, lunging forward, pick up your left knee and we'll twist. Left hand stays down, right arm circles forward and up and pause. Savor this sweet open twist. Make a little bit more space between your hands, opening across your chest. And on your exhale, right hand to the floor, Skandasana to your left, bending into the left knee, right leg towards straight, toes flexed. Then take yourself up and over with the wave of your breath to your right, left leg straightens. Pivot the toes, turn, face the front of your mat, and we'll take a slow Vinyasa. Stepping back, plank pose. Greet your shape with a smooth breath, long and strong front body. Then take the knees, chest and chin to the floor. Tense your fingers off the side edges of your mat, a little forward at the shoulders, and ease up into Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. On your exhale, melt down toward the floor. Twice more, let your breath lift your chest and lower. Inhale, expand into Cobra. Exhale and lower. Take your hands by your low ribs now, press back into a child's pose just for a beat. And on your inhale, glide up all fours. And on your exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 smooth cycles of breath. You can stay steady and still here, or a little movement and dance in your dog if it feels good. Just nourishing what you need in your practice today. Directing your energy, happiness outward with an intentional breath. On your inhale now, raise your right leg up and back, down dog splits. On your exhale, go knee to nose and then step up, runner's lunge. Take a full cycle of breath as you land. And then we'll twist. Left hand stays down. Draw 3 large circles with your right arm now, taking it forward, up, and back. Keep circling. Widening into your chest through the reach of your arm. And as your right arm comes down, we're going to anchor the left heel, rise up, reverse your warrior. Coming all the way up, right arm reaches up and back. Stay for a cycle of breath. And then on your exhale, find center, warrior 2, bring your torso upright. Find that full extension through your arms, here for 5 to 8, spacious breath. Infusing each breath with your presence. On your inhale now, straighten your right leg, turn your right toes in, take your right hand diagonally across to your left shin, and then send your left arm up toward the ceiling. And if it feels like too much of a reach, settle your right fingertips to the floor under your shoulder. Give yourself a little bit more space. On your exhale now, take a half bind, left hand behind your back. Back of your hand can graze your low back, or you can find your inner right thigh. And then slowly bend into your right knee. Feel for a deep side body stretch. And then we'll flow between the two. Once more now, inhale, straighten your left leg. Reach your left hand high. Exhale, take your half bind, bend into your right knee. On your inhale, reach your left hand up. Exhale, left hand to the floor, eyes down, spread leg forward fold. On your inhale, lift up halfway on your fingertips. And then exhale to fold between your wide legs. Take 3 breaths. And keep the inner arches of your feet bright, legs engaged. And walking around to face the top of your mat now, frame your right foot and step back, downward facing dog. Pause here if you'd like to do less, or take a flow, ripple forward to your high pusher. Exhale, lower, chaturanga, no rush. Inhale, upward, facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Moving into the second side, raise your left leg up and back, down dog splits. Exhale, knee to nose, hollow your belly, then step up, runner's lunge. Pause for a cycle of breath, brightening across your chest, and then twist. Keep your right hand down and trace 3 circles with your left arm, forward, up, and back. Exploring your range of motion here. And as you circle back, seal your right heel, rise up, reverse your warrior, left arm reaches up and back. Deep lunge in your left thigh. Take another breath. And then exhale, warrior 2, center your spine. Just savor a pause here, 5 to 8 breaths. Let your hips relax down and the crown of your head to float up. So there's a natural space that grows in your torso. And just filling your shape with an expansive, joyful breath, sending it outward to your loved ones. And as you feel yourself breathe in, straighten your left leg, turn your toes in, and take your left hand now across to your right shin or to the floor as you send your right arm up toward your ceiling. And your eyes can stay looking down or up if it doesn't bother your neck. On your exhale, right hand to the small of your back or your inner left thigh. Then gently bend into your left knee and sense the left side waist, upper back extending. Flow between the two once more. On your inhale, straighten your right leg, reach your right hand high. And exhale, half bind, bend into your right knee. On your inhale, reach your right hand high. On your exhale, right hand to the floor, Prasarita, Padottanasana, wide forward fold. Open on your inhale, look forward. Exhale and fold in, 3 breathe. And walking around to face the top of your mat, we'll step back, downward facing dog. And flow, way forward, high pusher. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, take a back bend of your choice, lifting from the back of your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a few moments to pause, make contact with your breath. And each breath an opportunity to enliven that feeling of happiness, holding your loved ones in your heart, celebrating their worth. When we delight in their success, we elevate the joy in our own hearts, contentment in our own mind, really raising our own vibration and the joy we feel. It's very reciprocal. We're going to add on now. Raise your right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping up, runner's lunge. Take a breath here, chest open. And twist, left hand stays down. Just one large circle with your right arm now. Then anchor your left heel, rise up, reverse your warrior, right arm reaches up and back. On your exhale now, warrior two. Get steady, put a little squeeze between your feet. Take a half bind here, reach your left hand behind your back. And then on your inhale, reverse your warrior, straightening through your right leg as you go. And on your exhale, coming into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Perhaps using the left hand to gently encourage your right hip, your pelvis back in space as you reach forward and down. And just work on stabilizing your lower body, intentionally connecting your feet to the ground, engaging your legs. So you really feel balanced and relaxed in your upper body, and you can offer more space and engagement for your breath. And shift your left hand to your left hip now, preparing for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Bend into your right knee, right fingertips find the floor, float the left leg up. Corseting all four sides of your waist in here to stabilize around your center of gravity. A final breath here, lengthen, reach your limbs. And on your exhale, land lightly, runner's lunge. There's no rush. Take a breath. And step back through your flow or quietly back to downward facing dog. We'll all meet up there. And left side now, raise your left leg up and back. Exhale, core lunge, runners, stepping up to runner's lunge, left foot to your hands. Send your heart forward as you breathe in. And then exhale and twist. Right hand stays down, left arm circles, just one here. Go ahead, anchor your right heel, steady the feet, rising up, reverse your warrior, left arm reaches up and back. And then exhale, warrior two, ground and settle. Take your half bind here, right hand behind your back. And then on an inhale, reverse. Straighten your left leg as you go. And then reach forward and down, coming into your version of triangle pose. Right hand guides your left hip back as you reach forward and down. Just finding that stability without the rigidity. Your breath flowing, your gaze soft, smile on your face. And then just take your right hand to your right hip now, preparing for half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Bending into the left knee, left fingertips to the floor. When you steady, float the right leg up. Keeping all your limbs engaged. Take one more breath and expand. Exhale, land your right foot back at the mat, runner's lunge. Take a breath. And exhale, flow through your Vinyasa or rest. Stepping back to downward facing dog. And let this shape land your breath into a slower cadence. Softer body. At the end of your exhale, make your way to the top of your mat. Open up halfway on your inhale. Exhale and forward fold. Come all the way to stand on the wave of your in-breath. And then hands to your hips as you breathe out. Going to come into tree pose here, Vinyasa. Balance on your right foot. Before you lift off, just lift and spread those right toes into the mat. Then raise your left knee forward, firming your right sit bone forward to stabilize. Then find your version. You can turn the left knee out, place the left foot anywhere on the inseam of your right leg. Press your hands to your heart center, find your midline, a steady gaze. And if you're feeling steady here, take your prayer hands overhead. And if you can, hover your foot, releasing now, hands to hips, step your left foot back for temple pose. Face the long edge of your mat, angle your toes out, heels in, bend into your knees. Then just settle your hands on the top of your thighs and turn your fingers in so they face inwards. Let your shoulders shrug up toward your ears. Breathe a calm breath in. And on your exhale, drop your right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. And then switch. Go side to side. Feel free to linger in either direction. And then come back through center, straighten your legs, parallel your feet, heels out, toes in now. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. As you breathe in, lift and puff your sternum. And then exhale, forward fold, and you can put a little bend in the knees there if you feel like your hamstrings are blocking your pelvis from tilting. Once you arrive, just notice any places in your body, your mind, where you could expend less effort, conserve energy, direct your breath intentionally. And release your hands to the floor now, under the shoulders. Walk around, face the top of your mat. Tap your left knee down to the floor and find a lizard lunge. So your hands or your forearms can rest to the inside of your right foot. We're here to linger, breathing a calm, slow breath now. Gently closing your eyes if it feels comfortable. Relaxing your belly so your breath naturally falls into it. Feel your next breath in. And follow your out breath all the way till it dissolves, staying in that place of surrender here. Last few breaths. And then prop yourself up onto your fingertips and step up into a squat, Malasana, to transition now. So not here for long, sit down any amount on the back of your calves. Bring your hands to prayer at your heart space. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Just one more cycle of breath. On your inhale, press down through your feet, rise all the way to stand. Shuffle your feet a little closer and we'll set up for tree pose on the left now. Spreading through the sole of your left foot, setting up your foundation. When you're ready, raise your right knee. Externally rotating your hip, just finding your balance. Right foot anywhere on the inseam of the left leg. An option here really to tap the toes to the floor if you're feeling wobbly. If you're feeling steady, you can raise your arms overhead. And then lower your hands, hovering your right leg if you can, step back into temple pose. So torso upright here, tailbone extending down, reach your arms wide, and we'll move through an eagle arm flow. Take your right arm over your left and either catch opposite shoulders or press your palms here. Breathing in, lift up just a little way. On your exhale, release your arms, right forearm to your right thigh, left arm up and over to your right. Inhale, come back to center, arms wide. Exhale, eagle wrap, left arm over, right arm under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit low, left forearm, left thigh, right arm up and over to your left. Come back through center. Once more each side, right arm over, left arm under. Pulse the hips. Exhale, right forearm, right knee, left arm up and over. Inhale, center. Left arm on top, right arm under. Pulse the hips. Exhale, left forearm, left knee, right arm up and over to your left. Then come back through center, straighten the legs, hold the waist, parallel your feet, take a deep breath in, open your chest. Breathing out and forward fold. And here you can run your hands down your legs for support. Or take your peace fingers and your thumbs around your big toes, lifting up through the shoulder heads when you arrive, firming your thighs. Let your head hang heavy, your expression soften. Inhale here, release, fingertips under the shoulders, open on your inhale, looking forward. And then exhale, walk around, face the top of your mat for lizard lunge. So make some space to place your hands in the right lane here, inside the left foot. Settle your right knee to the floor. And just savor the shape, your calm breath. And then pop up onto your fingertips now. Toe heel your left foot over into the right lane. And then slide your right knee up next to the pinky toe side of your left foot for a twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana. So try and root your left sitting bone down to level your waistband so your spine doesn't veer off to one side. Then set the left fingertips behind you now. Reach your right arm up toward the ceiling. Keep all that length on an exhale. Twist to your left. Hug or hinge your elbow around your left knee. Sitting taller on your inhales. And twisting on your exhale. One more smooth breath in. And eyes forward, release. Keep your right knee forward now and sweep your left leg back into a modified pigeon pose. We'll draw the letter Z with the legs. So bring your right shin so it's parallel with the top edge of your mat and your left shin parallel with the side edge of your mat. Then hinge from your hips, tipping your torso forward. Fold out over your right leg, releasing softly down. And just inviting yourself to move away from that tendency to seek lots of sensation here. And just give yourself permission to settle into a more restorative, easeful shape as you wind down. Just create a soft pool of space around the back of your neck, across the upper back, your jaw, and letting your belly swell and recede with your breath now. And then walking your hands back in, turning to your left, let your knees follow, and then we take Z legs on the opposite side. So flexing your toes, finding right angles at your legs, and then gently folding forward toward the floor, walking the hands forward. And then walking back, coming up, right. Draw your left heel in toward your pelvis. We're preparing to twist on the second side. Then sweep your right leg forward and all the way around. Step your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Place your right fingertips behind left arm reaches up. And on your exhale, twist. Try and turn from your belly, then your ribs, then your chest. Eyes forward. And unravel your legs. We're going to take a final forward fold here, coming into Upavishta Konasana, taking your legs wide into the shape of a V, sitting toward the front of your pelvis, and then flexing your toes. So the V could be narrow or a little wider. Fingertips to the floor, inhale, lift through the front of your spine. And on your exhale, walk your hands forward, folding softly. Try and move away from any over effort, just letting your breath guide you in. And then walking your hands back in, bending your knees, take your feet to the floor. We're going to close our practice together with alternative nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana, and then Shavasana. If you're comfortable sitting upright, take a seat. Or if it feels more effortless to lay back, you can make your way there now. Grab any extra layers you might wish to keep yourself warm. And if you are laying back, you can practice this pranayama hands-free. We'll move through 6 rounds. I'm going to guide you through 2 rounds and then just follow your own rhythm. Once you're situated, gently close your eyes, or you can just take a soft gaze if that feels best. Become aware of your space, your posture, cultivating a feeling of lightness, of ease, inviting your mind to feel open and generous. And taking your right hand now, index and middle finger to the space between your eyebrows, thumb to your right nostril, ring and little finger to your left nostril. Just a light touch with the fingers. Wherever you're at in your breathing cycle, empty your lungs. Gently close your right nostril, breathe in through the left side. Close the left nostril, exhale through your right. Inhale, right side. Close the right. Exhale, breathe out left side. That completes one round. Inhale, left side. Exhale, right. Breathing in right side. And exhale, left. Continue on. You've got 4 more rounds. Even and equal breath. Letting your eyes relax so they're not following your breath. Eyes are just soft. So in this practice, we complete the cycle of breathing out through the left side. Keeping your eyes soft, gently releasing your hand, and just stay for a few breaths. Enjoying the freedom of your breath. Just breathing with the understanding that each breath brings refreshment, ease, well-being. Abiding in the calm afforded in this moment. And then with as little disruption, allow yourself to rest now. So you can lay down on your back in Shavasana, legs outstretched, arms by your sides, or remain upright if you're comfortable. And letting your whole body experience your breath now, letting it move freely. And bring to mind one last time the person or people you've dedicated your practice to today. Imagine them overflowing with joy, contentment, ease. See their expression in their face. Feel, share, embody their joy. Smiling at their happiness now. Reside in this space for your own benefit, for those that you love, and for all beings. Let this feeling be the center of your awareness now. Saying silently to yourself, may their happiness continue. May their happiness grow. May I be present for these moments. And may I appreciate the joy and happiness in my life. And begin to let that happiness that you've shared in become the perspective that you view the world. appreciate how it's always there to be found. Rest now. Last few minutes of practice, and I'll be back to guide you back. And gently, softly guide your awareness back, waking your body up with a deeper breath. Bring some movement to your toes, your hands, perhaps your shoulders there, stretching out. Bending your knees, take your feet to the floor if you're laying back. And then just turn out to your right side. One last rest, a moment to blink the eyes open, let the light in toward you. Then gently drag your way back up to sit. And thank you so much for joining me. My heartfelt happiness and congratulations to you, Rosa and Ree, on this amazing day. And if you too would like to leave your best wishes for Rosa and Ree, you can leave a message in the comments so they can soak in your kindness and joy from your part of the world to them. Namaste.